What's going on, everybody? I hope you're doing fantastic as always. Today we'll be talking water. Now, there are a lot of ways to do water in your game for Unreal. We're going to be talking about one of the most basic ways, which is actually built into our editor. Most of the other ways will require additional content or plugins that are not with your editor already, so we're going to avoid that for now. What we're going to do is go up here to Edit and go to Plugins. We're going to then type water and make sure we have water checked. It's going to ask us if we really want to do that, which we're going to say yeah we do, and then it's going to tell us to basically restart. So we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so it's basically going to give you a little warning saying you don't have a collision profile set up for water, which we're going to promptly ignore and deal with that later. So now we have water. Cool. What do we do now? Well, before we put in our water, let's go ahead and put in a landscape. We'll put this back at -52 or so. And just kind of leave it default. Alright, that looks good. So let's go back to selection mode, and we are going to go to quick add all classes and go all the way to the bottom, and we're going to be adding I'll show you kind of some different stuff. Let's add a water body ocean. I accidentally double clicked that into just do it up here. So that's kind of cool. Then we could click on these points and kind of pull them in to change the shape of the landmass or the incoming ocean. And this is on low, but it still looks pretty good. Let's turn it up to cinematic. Excuse my computer, got to go full jet in the background because of that. And of course we can also adjust the wave details and whatnot over here in the details section once we click on it in the outliner. But that is an ocean. Let's take a look at some other things. See what else we got, and a lot of this is just going to be you playing around and seeing what they all do and how you can manipulate it for what you want to do. But here is how you easily get water in your project and start playing with it, which is the goal of this video. It's not to show you how to make a perfect river or a perfect lake. It's just to kind of show you how you even get started doing that, because I know a lot of people struggle. So here is a lake. You can see it's kind of the opposite of the ocean. The ocean was everything outside the lines is water. This is everything inside the lines is water. Slightly different. So you can kind of see how this would work. And again, you can stretch these out in different ways. And you can add more of them as well. I believe you do that by alt clicking, control clicking, I forget. You have to play around with it, but you can add more of these points to make it a different shape as well, in case you want to do it that way. That's kind of how you make a lake. And let's say you wanted to keep this but change the water material, you can do that. Within the details. Again, we haven't really talked about materials yet, so we won't quite get into that until we start talking more about materials. But so far we've covered how to start a project, how to add assets from the store or from Quixel Bridge, how to add and manipulate a landscape, and now we've talked about how to enable a plugin and add water. So we're going to keep going, and from here, hope you guys learned something from this video. If you did, please leave me a comment, a like, subscribe, something like that, any of those, whatever you feel like doing. Alternatively, you can subscribe to my Patreon to help fund the development of this channel and my game. And we'll be talking about added benefits to Patreon later when we start getting into blueprints where you guys can start downloading code snippets. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. But I appreciate all of you guys no matter what. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.